Hey, happy Saturday, my friends. Doing hill repeats. Second workout of the day. So this is double Saturday. Going uphill right now. Really hot day. It was really hot when I was doing my first workout. My son and I helped build a trail in my father's land. It's about a mile and a half trail. He mowed it. We cleared some rocks, cut some limbs. It's a pretty good trail. There's a big hill on his property, and there's a couple hundred feet elevation change, but has room to expand it, make it a really tough course. Could probably make a 5K course on there. So, okay. I'm going downhill now. So let me know what you're doing on this Saturday. So, coming to y'all from Austin, Texas. Actually, a suburb of Georgetown. My right shoulder is kind of sore from sawing limbs. Should have taken a chainsaw. I was using a crosscut saw, and I was cutting some limbs that were probably a couple feet higher than me, so about 8 feet. And I didn't feel it at the time, but that was this morning. My shoulders and my arm muscles are, my right side, are pretty sore. So, overuse injury. But we did the trail work for a couple hours, and then I ran the course, measured it on Strava. That's pretty good. It's a hot day. I think when wintertime comes, it'll be nice. My father can hike the course in the morning and in the evening. Would be cool. That's the plan anyways. It's too far away for me to use it. It's about a 2.5 hour drive. So we had to leave my house around 6 o'clock. And then we got there 8 o'clock. So worked out pretty good. I may lift weights later today. However, the power's still out in my gym. I can use one light, but I can't use my fan or my TV, which kind of sucks. I need to replace 2 breakers. One of them had been out for a while, and then the one in the garage, I messed it up pretty bad. Plugged in too many things to it. I just have to replace it. I think when they built the house, they put in some lower quality breakers, so they trip too easy. I've had one replaced already before, and one of them is for inside the house, some outlets that we don't use very much, but I'm gonna replace both of them. But I need to get my gym going again, so yeah, I'll show up to this weekend. I know the southeast side is getting a lot of rain. We didn't get any rain this week. I was out watering my plants earlier. Had some trees and vegetable garden. Cucumbers, I think, have had it. They had a good run for a couple months. But anything that's a vine plant, watermelons, tomatoes, cucumbers, Texas, it's really hard to keep them alive. It's just too hot. And if part of the vine dies, then it's hard to keep the whole thing alive. We still have quite a bit of eggplants growing, so I watered those. We have a bunch of peppers. They're still going really fine. And then I got my trees that I've been watering. One of my trees is a honey locust. It kind of looks like a mesquite tree. It's real small. It died once in the winter, but came back. And then my banana trees came back, but they die every winter. They grow up to about 6 feet high and then they die. I need to build a structure on top of them to protect them in the winter, because banana trees don't like cold weather. They shouldn't be. That's why they never grow bananas in areas that get cold. So I really got banana trees in a place that you shouldn't have banana trees. I got to protect them those 2 or 3 months when it gets cold, because they die really easy. Just go completely to the ground. You think they're gone, man, but they're like bamboo. When they start growing again, they grow fast. I'm not kidding. My banana trees get 8 feet tall. But banana tree, I think they gotta grow for like a couple years without any problems before they start producing bananas. So I need to build structure on top of them to protect them. Can't really put a blanket, or they have some things you can put on blankets on trees and stuff, but banana tree, the way the leaves are and stuff, it makes it impossible. It's easy to break them. So yeah, I was running earlier, came up on a lady on the trail I hadn't seen before. I mean, when you run the same trail every day, sometimes twice a day, for 4 or 5 years, you get to know everybody or recognize everybody. We get a lot of new people coming to the neighborhood. Anyways, it scared her. I came up on her pretty fast, I guess. I always say to your left or something, but everyone's listening to music, and I'm listening to music most of the time, unless I'm on live chat. So if people are listening to music, they don't hear you coming up on them, they can get pretty scared, especially if it's a lady, you know. But I always apologize, even though it's not my fault. So, hey, Mimi Bear, thanks for joining Bingo Squad. A lot of friends in the Bingo Squad. So, must be early morning in the Philippines. I know a lot of the Bingo Squatters in Philippines, some in Korea. But it's morning in Asia, so Sunday morning. Appreciate you joining. It's always good to talk to friends. But like I said earlier, if you're just joining, it's my second workout of the day. I was building trails early this morning and then did some running on the trails. But do the trail work, I was removing rocks and cutting tree limbs. It's quite a workout because it was very hot, even though we started like at 8:30 in the morning. All right, let's go downhill again. So this is my double. Usually Saturdays, Sundays, I always do doubles. I think I'm just gonna hike now. I've done enough running because I've done about 4 miles already. I'm gonna release a new YouTube video tomorrow, or it might be Monday. I did a review on a treadmill. I need to get the product owner to take a look at it. They usually like to look at it just in case I forget some detail or something, even though I can say what I want to say. But once they check it out, I'll release the video. It's my first product to review in a little bit. Actually, I did a couple last month, but I'm also planning to do a shoe review tomorrow. I've got those Mount to Coast shoes that I've had for over a month, and I'm only running them a couple times. They feel good. But I'm gonna do a shoe review. Try to do that tomorrow. I want to knock that out, and then I can release that on. One on tomorrow. I don't need to get that one checked out. Just sometimes the equipment companies always like to check it out. They don't tell you to change anything, but they usually ask you to add something, like if you forget price or some link to their page or something. But they're usually pretty cool. They don't mind if you say something needs to be improved because they want to hear about it. So I always do honest reviews. And there's a lot of products I just turn down. I don't do them. When I first started doing YouTube a couple years ago, actually it's been over 4 years, I would do every product that approached me. I was like so excited people wanted me to check out their product, because people will send you products. Now I'm very selective. A couple reasons. Number one reason is I just don't have the time to do them as much as I used to. And I've lost some of my excitement for it. I like to do the live chats, the live videos. I think they're a lot better for me and for my channel. A lot more people are excited about those. And then the second reason is you just don't get too much traffic when you do product reviews. I mean, some of the big channels do. They're putting out stuff all the time. And the big channels, they get the product a couple months before it's released. Sometimes I get product before it's released, but almost never. And they send it to the big YouTubers first. So if it's already been released, by the time I release it, it's not going to get too much activity. One, because I'm a small channel. The algorithm is not going to favor me. And I mean, it's just part about being a small channel. No complaint, it's just the way it works. I can release the same video, exact same video as a big YouTuber releases. They can release the same video and they'll get more views. Just the algorithm's going to favor them. So that's one of the reasons I don't do too much products. And so now I tend to favor equipment, like weight equipment, running equipment, shoes. I like to do shoes because those are very important for runners. But accessories like hats and sunglasses, earphones, stuff like that, I don't do very much anymore. They're also very hard to do because they're small. When a product's bigger, it's easier to do the video. When you're doing something small, it's very difficult. Sunglasses, watches, I've done those in the past, and they're hard to do because you want to make a good video, and because it's small, it's hard to see. I've gotten better at it, but also people don't want to watch videos about stuff like that. So I find people that want to listen to someone and talk to someone live. So I enjoy that too, because people can chat with me live. And it's also easier, to be honest, because when I stop a live chat, it automatically saves to the YouTube server. Then I can download it and upload it to X, or I usually just upload things up to X and also Spotify. I upload my live chats or podcasts. I haven't done any podcasts in a while, and interviews, I've done those in the past. I will be doing interviews again, and those get uploaded like podcasts. The nice thing is Spotify, you can upload the video, like the video we're doing right now, and you can watch it as a video on Spotify. 6 months ago is when they started doing that. Before, Spotify would just rip the audio out of your video. It would just be like a podcast, which was okay, but this is much better. So if you watch my video on Spotify, it's just like it is now. You can't chat because it's not live anymore. You can only do that on YouTube, but you can watch it. And when I upload to Spotify, it automatically goes out to almost every podcast network, including Apple Podcasts, which people can listen to it on Apple Podcasts. You know that almost 70% of the podcast listened to or listened to via Apple Podcasts, because everyone has an iPhone, or most people do. But anyways, getting back to the training. Training's going well. My right foot gets sore sometimes, beat up. It's a little sore right now because I ran pretty hard earlier today. I didn't run very far, I only ran a mile, but I ran pretty hard. It was on a trail, technical trail. And I ran some on the beginning of this workout. Ran, jog. Probably jogging is a better word for me because I'm not that fast. But I'm consistent, work out every day. Almost never take a day off. If I do, it's because of work. Even if I'm injured, I'll work out because I got so many options. I can lift weights, I can ride my bike at home, I can hike. So there's always something I could do. Use my ski machine, which I need to start doing more of. I used to do that every day. It helps my upper body. So ski machine, indoor bike. I need to start doing that almost every day again. Right now it's only been a couple times a week, but it's easy for me to do now because I'm working from home. Easy to me fit it in. So I don't have to do everything at night. I can do some things in the morning, some things at lunch. But yeah, I don't think this live chat's getting shared too much by YouTube. Yesterday had a lot of activity. Today, not so much. That's okay. If you are watching, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Do videos every day. We talk about everything, anything. Oh, why do I run? Hey, that's a good question. I run because it's my hobby. You know, that's something that gets talked about a lot on social media, especially on X or Twitter, whatever you want to talk about it. People always say that it's got to have a reason to run. You know, people are just either getting fast for racing, losing weight. Maybe they have some mental problems, anxiety. For me, it's just hobby. I don't really run that much. It's mostly jogging and hiking, but I do it very far. A lot of my races are 100 miles or longer. I am a little fat though. I need to lose about 10 pounds. I gained some weight because I was injured last month. Unfortunately, I put on weight pretty fast. But in the last 2 weeks, I've lost 6 pounds. So I'm getting back down to what I consider race weight. I'm trying to lean out. I've got a 100-mile race in October in Arkansas. And then I've got Cocodona again next May. But no, good question. Thanks for joining. Some people, they run because they want to lose weight. But you know, the thing is about losing weight, it's probably 60% diet, 40% exercise. Some people say maybe 70% diet. If you don't eat right, I don't care how much you run, you're not gonna lose weight. It's all calories in, calories out, deficit. Now, if you're doing a calorie deficit and you're exercising on top of that, it doesn't have to be run, be any exercise. That's gonna help you have more deficit. But if you're not eating right, you can't lose weight. So eating right is probably 60% of it. I think so, my experience. That's one of the reasons I fast. Helps me keep my calories down. So usually after 6 o'clock, I don't eat again until lunchtime the next day. So I try to fast anywhere from 16 to 18 hours. Sometimes a little bit longer, up to 20 hours. And that helps me a lot because then in the afternoon I can eat something and then eat something for dinner and then do it again. And that really keeps my daily calories down. Because it matters the daily calories. You know, a long time ago, I'm an old guy. Long time ago, they used to say, eat a bunch of small meals and that will help you lose weight. No, that's all crap. It's total calories in one day that you eat. So if you eat them all at one time or eat them all spread out during the day, it doesn't matter. So you want to be in a calorie deficit. What that means is you need to eat less calories then you need to maintain your weight to lose weight. And if you don't, you won't lose weight. Exercise will help you increase your deficit, but if you're not eating right, you won't lose weight. But no, good question. I just run because it's my hobby. I have a lot of friends that run because they're training for some race. Of course, I'm doing that too. But I do it because I just like to do it. Also, lifting weights, same thing. I'm not a bodybuilder. I just lift weights because I like to have fun. Lifting weights. My whole garage is a gym. So, but anyways, thanks for joining my friends. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We chat about different things every day. This is a good subject to talk about, losing weight. I think yesterday we were talking about floods and something else. Anyways, y'all have a great day, and I'll check in with y'all tomorrow. Bye for now.